Well, I think it's interesting is historically it's been taboo to talk about money. My own parents didn't talk about money, and we ended up having to probate assets. So I think it's really important for families to be open to communicating what their plan is. And if anything, because some of the family members might have responsibilities in that plan, and allowing them to understand and know what their roles and responsibilities are ahead of time is really important instead of loading that on them at an emergency time, such as a healthcare power of attorney, or even a power of attorney if somebody becomes incapacitated. So I think it's really important for families to be open to communicating that with their children and grandchildren even, so that they hear what their hopes and wishes are from their parents' mouths, not from the first time they hear it from their attorney or their financial advisor or me, their trust officer.
And it doesn't mean they have to share their complete balance sheet and all the numbers. It's really just about sharing their intentions so that we can close the gap, because all children have expectations. It may be that there's nothing, it may be that there's a lot, but they have some expectations and the parents have intentions, and often there's a big gap between those. So those family meetings and communication can really close that gap between the parents' intention and the children's expectations a lot of the time. I know some families have their own family meetings, usually with the mother or the father kind of leading that meeting. But in many cases, you've been involved, our Baird advisors have been involved in helping to just kind of facilitate the discussion so that everyone can be on the side of the table of the family and participate in the discussion, and we can kind of help facilitate some of the discussion. Do you find that works well with some families?
I do. It works tremendously when you get everybody in a room. They carve out time of their day, and it's just family time. And we provide their estate planning documents, and we go through a flow chart so that they can visually see what their parents have articulated in their documents. And it resonates a lot more than just putting a bunch of documents in front of someone. But then also encouraging them to read their healthcare power of attorney appointment, understanding what that means and why their parents named them as their healthcare power of attorney. Also, bringing up the living will so that they understand their parents' end-of-life intentions so that it doesn't create animosity, stress, conflict between family members on what their intention is at end of life. Really also just helping prepare that next generation to inherit wealth, the background behind that wealth, the intention and purpose of that wealth, and what it's going to mean to them.